What's up, my good buddies? The topic of today's video will be Salem Kovalyuk. Salem is a character I made in 2015. He was essentially a random design that I figured, hey, I'll use this about a year later. And I'd figured I would turn him into that mad scientist archetype. So essentially what he's become is a mad scientist who experiments on humans, and it turns into some funky, wild, bonkers, bananas type stuff. No, but Salem is a little bit... I clicked. Okay, I'll start off with his history. Salem was born to some people. Those people were like, we don't want this. And he got adopted by two women in a relationship. And they raised him, and he ended up being the most bland son of a gun. We're talking a man who eats white bread and saltines. So really, I'm just talking about his taste. He has, like, no taste buds. He cannot taste, and for that reason, he just eats the blandest foods. Personality-wise, he comes off as a pretty warm person. He is very inviting, friendly, all that you can imagine, all that you can wish for. You would love him. I love him, but I don't, because he's kind of a guy you want to avoid. He may act pretty sweet, pretty nice, but he does experiment on humans. That isn't quite known by anyone except for those who work with him, however. His main partner in crime would be Fen, and Fen happens to be a voyeur, and for that reason they kind of, well, let's just say they watch over Salem. They watch over his doings, his work, things like that. Fen is Salem's buddy. They're buddies, they're good friends, they're nice pals. But ultimately, personality-wise, Salem is pretty friendly, pretty polite, incredibly polite, very likable to most people who don't have a sense of intuition, that is. As I've mentioned about 13 times, Salem experiments on human people, and when I say that, I mean mundane, run-of-the-mill human experimentation. Good ol' sewing arms onto people, sewing legs onto people, adding some extra eyes, taking away that nose, adding a few more livers. As you can tell, Salem has an unrealistic beauty standard for someone's insides. But, if you're wondering, where does this guy get this stuff? He's a surgeon in his free time. He likes to operate on people for money in his free time. I'm not thinking anything too complex, like a brain surgeon, maybe a heart surgeon, something I haven't quite decided yet. But we love our son Salem dearly. I love my son Salem dearly. So, as a child, when he was being raised by these two women, Salem would experiment with animals and insects. And, same kind of stuff, just different bodies. Because Salem's such a friendly, loving person, he has a lot of contacts, a lot of acquaintances that he's on good terms with. He's got buddies, he's got friends. One of which would be Brendan. Brendan is one of Salem's buddies, one of his friends, one of his good old pals. Brendan doesn't really like Salem. He thinks Salem's a freak. But everybody loves Brendan. Everybody has a crush on Brendan. Let's see what else there is. Let me check my book. Salem wears rosaries underneath his many layers of clothing. He often wears thick cardigans, nice pants, nice trousers, some slacks. He kinda dresses like a hobbit. He's fond of turtlenecks. He mostly wears the color brown, as well as some black or grays. He's very into neutral colors. And you know, when Salem likes you, because he wants to cut you open. That's just a love language, baby. Ultimately, Salem is a very nice-seeming man who comes off as very polite, very... what's the word? He comes off as naive and a little silly because he seems like a grandpa. But in reality, he doesn't really know more than he lets on. He just does more than he lets others know. And those things that he does are, morally questionable. He's a guy. He's a buddy. My friend. Anyway, thank you for listening or watching, and I will see you guys soon. I hope this character was interesting enough to follow through the video of. See ya!